Alright, so let's quickly understand how to solve those passages where you have questions in sequence as well as questions not in sequence. Okay, so let's again take a sample. Let's say again this is your passage which has 8 paragraphs and this is the heading, and your set 1 is a list of headings where the questions are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, just 6. They're not asking you the headings for other 2 paragraphs. Just taking an example, just relax. Set 2 is, for example, multiple choice questions, alright, wherein the questions are 7, 8, 9 and 10. And then you have third set number 3, which is, let's say, true, false, not given. Wherein the questions are 11, 12, 13 and 14. Perfect. So, now what should be your strategy? First of all, observe. Set number 1 is not in sequence. Basically, I can say this is our type 2, means questions which are not in sequence, correct? And set number 2 plus set number 3, these 2 types of questions are in sequence. So, I will say this belongs to type 1. So, type 1 questions, those which are in sequence, type 2, those which are not in sequence. Okay. So, I have both the types for one same passage, correct? Now, I have understood that for those which are in sequence, I have to read the questions first. And those which are not in sequence, to solve them, I have to read the paragraph first, correct? Now, so what would be my strategy when I have both the types for the same passage? Simple as it is. Very good if you have already understood this. Look at this. What, or rather which sets belong to type 1, means those which are in sequence. So, set number 2, multiple choice, and set number 3, true, false, not given. So, you simply read the theory. What we have understood so far is that you have to read first questions of these sets and then go to the passage. So, follow that. Simple. You will read question number 7, you will read question number 11, and you will start reading the paragraph. One paragraph at a time. Let's say your answer for 7 is over here, 8 is over here, let's say 9 is over here and 10 here. Let us say 11 is over here, 12 here, then 13 is over here and 14 over here. Let's just consider once again, just for understanding the right method. So, what you will do, you will read question number 7, you will read question number 11 before you start reading the passage, and then you will go to the passage. You will start reading first paragraph, correct? You will read the paragraph, okay, you are reading, you come across answer for question number 7. Great, mark it before you proceed, because it is possible that answer for 8 is again over here, you don't know. So, you will simply read question number 8 before you proceed and read further. Once done, you did not find answer for 8, you didn't even find answer for 11. Alright, no problem, maybe in the next paragraphs. But, hold on, what is the demand of set 1? A set which belongs to type 2, means a set which is not in sequence. The demand here is to read the paragraph first and then go to the questions, correct? Simple. So, once I have completed reading this paragraph, now I'll go to the given list of headings and I'll match which heading matches with this paragraph. Simple, correct? Once again, let us understand. After finding answer for question number 7 and also after reading question number 8, if need be revising question number 11, it is possible that whatever you read over here, you have forgotten. And because of that, you might not be able to find the correct heading. In this case, the simple solution is to just give a quick read to whatever you have just read in this paragraph. Why? Because you have just read this, there are high chances that it would take lesser time to quickly give it another glance. Correct? Likewise, and also because this is just the very first paragraph, so it may take time for you to develop the meaning and to understand what this passage is going to be about, etc. Right? So first paragraph, maybe another read is required just so that you can answer your type 2 questions better. Yes? Now, once this is done, once you marked answer for questions which are not in sequence, you will go back to questions which are in sequence. Quickly give a read to question number 8 and 11 because that's where you are right now, and then you will start reading paragraph number B. Now, you read paragraph B, all right, read it, no answer for 8, no answer for 11. Forget it. Not there, must be in the next paragraph. So, now once this reading of paragraph B is done, you will go to the list of headings and you will find the correct heading for this paragraph. Simple. Once done that, you will again, if need be, revise question 8 and 11, go to the passage, read paragraph C, find if you see if you find any answer. If you find yes, mark it. Let's say 8 you found, you mark it, and you read question 9 before you proceed. Now you are at 9 and 11. You continue reading, you find answer for 11 also, perfect, mark it, read question number 12. Now you are at 9 and 12, complete the paragraph. If you could find any of these, mark it. If not, once done reading the paragraph, find the correct heading for this paragraph and mark it, and likewise continue till the end of the passage, wherein you can take both the types hand in hand, right? You can deal with type 1 means those which are in sequence and type 2 means those which are not in sequence together, and in just one single read from the beginning till the end, you're able to complete your entire passage. Understood? Well, I can understand that this can be little challenging while practicing on your own. So, in the last lesson of the reading module, we will definitely solve some full-length passages together. Okay? So, have patience. By the time we reach there, I request you, I rather strongly order, if I may, well, I don't know, I may not, but if I may, I command you to please start using this method and try and check how many correct answers you're getting now. Is your accuracy increasing? Is your time reducing? Yes, it will take time to get used to this method. It will take time. And sometimes it will feel very mechanical, means question, then passage, found the answer, next question, then passage. And it may take some time to get used to this method because it may become little mechanical at times. So, please have patience. Try to use this method for couple of tests, at least 3 to 4 tests to get used to it, and then check if your accuracy has increased or not. Now, after using this method, we will come to know what is your actual accuracy. Means, now once you understand the right method, you will reach to your actual level of understanding, right? Now, whatever wrong answers you're getting is because there is a lack of understanding. That's why. Because now you're using the correct method. Now you're trying to find the answers at the right place. But if you're still not able to understand what the passage is saying, then this is lack of understanding. This is not because of the method. So, for example, you are scoring somewhere between 20 to 25 out of 40, and after using this method, your accuracy has increased and now you're scoring somewhere between 25 to 30. So, understand that this is now your actual level of understanding. Yes? Now to make this 30, 35 or 40, we need to solve one type of question at a time strategically by understanding their steps properly, okay, which we will be doing in the following lessons. So have patience. Just last but not the least piece of information I would like to tell you. When it comes to the reading passages, okay, let's just take a blank page and let's say this is your passage. I'm just taking an example again, okay, and there are multiple paragraphs. Alright, now you will notice that more often than not, the first set starts first. Okay, your set 1 may start first, then your set 2 starts and ends somewhere in the middle itself, and then your set 3 starts, which goes on till the end. Okay, so you will notice that whenever a set starts, it doesn't go on till the end of the passage. Again, I'm saying in general, okay, that's not a rule. But very often you will see that set 1 starts first and ends after a couple of paragraphs. Then somewhere in between set 2 will start and again it will get over after a couple of paragraphs. Likewise, set 3 also will start somewhere and then will end after a couple of paragraphs. And most likely set 1 will start first, then set 2 and then set 3. Okay. Having said that, please understand that this is not going to be always the case. There are chances that your set 1 starts later, first your set 2 starts, then somewhere your set 1 starts, and then after that your set 3 starts. Possible. Or anything, let's say your set 3 starts first, then maybe set 1 and then set 2. So there is no guarantee that set 1 will always start first. No guarantee like that. And that is the reason why we read one question or first question of each set and then we start reading the passage, because you don't know which question will come first or which set will start first, right? Okay. We just know that in general set 1 can start first, but that's not necessarily, right? Okay. Also, sometimes, rarely though, but sometimes you will see that your set 1 will start, it will get over, then your set 2 starts, it gets over, and then your set 3 starts and then it gets over. In this case, it is very interesting because now all the questions from 1 till 13 or 14, all the questions are in sequence, not just questions of one particular set, right? So this becomes easier, but this is a very, very rare case. So don't rely on this. In fact, just understand the method that I have told you and try following that. Just see if that works for you. Again, a disclaimer, many candidates would appreciate the method and they would be able to see a lot of improvement in their scores and timing. Definitely, I can guarantee you this because I have seen this with many of my students. There have been a couple of students who have said that they are not very comfortable with this method because they already have developed their own style or their reading ability with the techniques that they are using by developing here and there on their own, and they are already getting good accurate score, which is their required band score. So they sometimes are not using this method but still are getting good accuracy. Great. The objective is to get the accuracy, to get your desired band score. That's the objective, no matter how you get it. Go ahead, do it if your strategy works for you. Yes? I have also seen certain candidates reporting that when they mix and merge their strategy and the one that I explained, by merging these two, they are able to get better accuracy. Alright, so that is the reason why I insisted so much that you must try on your own to find out the method on your own by reading some, or rather by solving some reading tests before you understand the method that I taught you in this lesson. All right. Well, if you have not done that, if you just directly understood this method, well, at least now use it and see how much is your accuracy. Okay? All right. So, just a quick note for general training candidates. See, for section 1 and section 2, where you have small 4 sections, or let's say small 4 texts, there you will read questions depending on the type of question, because here you have just one set of questions, right? For first 4 texts, you have just one set of questions. So here what you will do, you will see if this type of, or the type of question that you get, is it in sequence or not in sequence. If it is in sequence, then you will read the question first. You will just remember one question. You will go to the passage. You will read the passage and find the answer. Once done, you will go to the next question. So in this case, you're just remembering one question at a time. If the question set is that wherein you have to read the paragraph first, that means it's probably matching the headings or finding the information or something, wherein you have to match 2 columns, right? In this case, you will read the paragraph first and then you will check the given list and match it. Simple. This strategy you will use for first 4 small texts, because here you have to just remember one small question or one small paragraph. For section 3, you will use the same method that I just explained. Okay? All in all, I'm trying to say that whatever you are going to do in section 3, the small bits or pieces of that you have to apply for section 1 and section 2. As simple as that. But for academic candidates, for all 3 sections, you have to use the same method. Understood? So here we finally complete understanding the method of how to solve the reading test. Yes? See you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.